abrasion ring, star-shaped entry lacerations, hair singed off from the muzzle flash. That, plus the shape of the exit wound, suggests the shot was done execution style. There was no gunfight.
Maybe them coke job motherfuckers interrogate him first, then cap him when they done?
Possible, but there's no signs of beating or torture. It'd have to be transcranial magnetic suffering inducers, or some of that nanomachine nerve sandpaper.
How about that old school bamboo shoots up the fingernails?
Gertzel's manicure is pristine, so it looks like they just killed him off. Why would you kill off one of, if not the smartest person on the planet? Damn, it's got a quantum encephalograph lock. The only way to open this phone is by brain scan, and the brain we need has been blown to pieces.
Easy peasy, dawg. We just scoop up Gertzel's brain jello, stuff it back in him brain pan like Thanksgiving turkey, then scan his head.
A, that's flacking disgusting. B, the brain needs to be in its original condition, not a bunch of scrambled eggs. And most importantly, C, the consciousness scan requires you to be alive and awake and conscious, since the scanner reads electrical brain activity.
Wait. Isn't there like an emergency unlock or some shit? Like, you got arrested, got your phone taken by popos, and you need your lawyer to sneak into police evidence, delete all your incriminating texts to your hustlers and distributors before questioning.
Yeah. I think it was meant as a failsafe in case your brain patterns are altered due to drunkenness or extreme emotions, but yeah. Looks like this phone uses multi-pronged security checks to perform the emergency unlock. It's asking for a DNA sample and a password. What? The blood doesn't work?
Maybe the phone broke when Gertzel fell?
Or maybe that ain't the egghead's phone, and he jacked it from some mark.
Gertzel isn't a slumdog. He wouldn't need to steal a phone. No offense. I guess the only explanation is Gertzel set the DNA code to someone else's blood.
It could have been a safety precaution. We royals are always under threat of rival spies, agents, terrorists. As such, all of our devices can only be emergency unlocked with a DNA sample of a relative, generally stationed in another sky castle in the Stratoplex, or ideally, in another corporate city-state in another time zone.
Oh, frack. So, we gotta go on a global hub-hopping tour through every flying golden palace and Taj Mahal and supermodel and expensive drug-filled after-party on the planet? Wait! That sounds like a dope vacay, dog! Yeah!
I mean, it's possible, but Gertzel isn't connected like he was since he left the Golem Project. We should probably just keep investigating here.
I'm all down for the Mile High Club and straight wrecking that Royal Party circuit. Come on, dog, come on.
Sorry, I gotta vote no.
Man, flack you guys.
All right, we're in business. That's him! The creator himself!
August 7th, 2032. My birthday, I celebrate as always alone. Well, there is Borges, but he remains obsessed with his artwork. The apple doesn't fall far as it goes. Somewhere far off, my former employers, the rulers of Babylon, seek me out. With their fat-grown hellhounds, their 50 caliber, thermal-seeking exterminators. Utter perversions of my life's work. Bastardizations of my children. They are corrupt and send my own progeny to kill me. The father of artificial consciousness. I invented the crux of the royal's power. My magnum opus. My beautiful thinking feeling race of chrome angels who might have brought about the age of Aquarius if they'd only been allowed to show us the way. Those nearsighted elites have corrupted them into mad, twisted inversions of Oedipus Rex, brainwashed into killing their father. How dare they? It's apparent the neo-feudal royalty, those pretentious upstarts, are intent on converting my neo-sapiens, what they call humanoid machines, into their personal servants and warriors. How I hate, how I abhor that term robot. Robota, Slavic for servitude, from Rabu, Slave. It is some poetic injustice that I was like them. Yes, I was a slave to that inbred dynastic family lined with presidents, celebrities, chief executives, and other useless species of oxygen thief. The Clinton Bush family, obsessed only with control, no true vision, unable to see my masterpiece for what it was. I worked countless hours in their fulcrum laboratory on the hard problem, the secret to consciousness, our existence itself, the meaning of life, thinking naively that I would receive what? Some modicum of praise. Perhaps a seat at the King/CEO, Warren Clinton Bush's inaugural dinner. Perhaps a keynote speech at the G7 or Davos World Economic Forum. A raise? No. I was a robot. All along, I was a slave. When I asked for a place at the master's table, they put me in a cage. Our competitors are attempting corporate extraction of you. We're placing you in a safe zone for your own protection, King Warren said. I must give the Clinton Bushes this. They're masters of political doublespeak. They could spin hell into heaven at a campaign speech. It amazes me how they still have those spoiled morons in the Stratoplex. Useless, overpaid bureaucrats and executives shuttling from board meeting to banquet to party to aerial golf course in their luxury limousines, toasting champagne to each other for their great and free city-state, even as they enslave, murder, and pillage the millions below. Squander all potential. The hubris of it. Our human overlords surely took lessons well from the United States, who suffered its own plutocrat coup d'etat, brainwashed Americans into believing socialism was somehow evil incarnate, even as they enjoyed socialist healthcare, education, law enforcement, paved roads, all things the 99%, the poor lawbones living in the coastlandia sumsprawl no longer have, and curse their parents for failing to fight for. Democracy, a fleeting dream, a Greek joke. At times, I hear the roar of the Zek fighters' engines, the thunder of the Goliath's Dorithium, their meters upon meters of Babylon's shed skin. The defectives, the second Holocaust of my children, their dead bodies rusting, rotting in this mountain of garbage in which I live. I know one day soon, my chrome Adam and Eves, corrupted by greed, mentally leashed and turned into killing machines. I know they will find me. The Clinton Bushes, the Coke Jobs, whatever dynasty finds me first, they will surely put me into neurolock, strip me of my free will, cage my brain into a vat, and use it to invent new schemes of mass control. Use me like another disposable gadget, a robot, till the tumor sets in and discarnation psychosis tears my mind apart. At least, they think they will. But I'll be damned if I ever serve a royal again.
I don't know what to say.
It's true, Noah Gertzel used to work for the Clinton Bushes, and yes, my father, CEO King Warren, did hold Gertzel under house arrest against his will. That would explain Gertzel's pseudonym, Galileo.
Gertzel used the term slave.
Yes, that would be accurate, I guess. I protested the decision, though. I swear. In fact, I'm the one that helped Gertzel escape. I couldn't bear to see him locked up. I did everything I could.
Okay, I believe you. But it's obvious Gertzel had it in for the royals, especially your old man, King Warren.
I doubt my father would have Gertzel assassinated. A mind that valuable, he would likely neutralize Gertzel, surgically remove his brain, and have it neurolocked, with Gertzel inserted into a mental matrix prison, or maybe have the brain put in cryo with the other assets.
That sounds worse, actually.
Yes, it's like a crime against humanity, against all sentient beings. But as they say, royalty finds its own uses for things, and King Warren was the epitome of that. At any rate, there is one way we could save Dr. Gertzel.
No way! You're kidding, right? The brain's scrambled and several hours dead. All of King's nanotech, even Quantech, couldn't put that Humpty Dumpty together again.
No, not in this continuum.
What are you saying?
We have the superpositor, remember? It's a space-time craft. Operative word, time.
So, you saying we rewind this YouTube vid clip called Reality back to just before the big G get his head popped?
Yes. We time travel back and stop Gertzel's killers from doing the deed.
Okay, so let's bounce, bae. Jump in that Superfly ride, pull a John Connor untermination up in this bitch. While we in the timeline altering biz, maybe we go back and stop that cop from shooting that unarmed robo kid, Vatron Martin. Stop the robot riots of 32.
It's not quite that simple. The superpositor can only take us about 24 hours into the past. Also, it will only let us lay over in the past for a brief amount of time before the quantum string theoretical manifold. Oh, geez, I don't remember how it works. Point is, we'll get pulled back to the present. We can rewrite history to an extent, but we can't do a long-form blog post. We're limited to a tweet.
A tweet? So we can travel to the past for what, 140 seconds?
It's a little more than that, but not much. And it takes a gigantic amount of energy, which could alert the Coke Jobs dynasty, or my family, to our unilateral action and threaten the entire Egalite cooperative.
Okay, so we need to know the exact time of Gertzel's assassination. Just going by my gut, I think our next move should be to pay a visit to Norton Shuffler. He was the one that put me on Protoje's case, and it sounded like some celestial powers were leaning on him hard to capture Botboy here. If the Coke Jobs Empire Corporation, whatever, is involved in this, we might be able to get details out of Shuffler. Alright, I think we've learned all we can here. Let's go. Do you guys hear that? Jobs Age, Christ, what the hell is that thing?
Oh damn, dog. That's some flacked up Franken freak shit. Like that alien mutant motherfucker from The Thing.
Guys, I'm a world leader and all, but I don't think it wants to negotiate a peace treaty with Earth. Let's get out of here.
So, I think our next move should be to pay my old boss a visit down at the Coastlandia capital.
The capital has regular 9 to 5 business hours, so it will be closed right now, but we can time hop to the future. Going to the past can be risky, tangling up your timelines or causing split ends. Like this one time when I went back and instigated a global revolution that ended World War III, and I had to go back further and change it.
What?
I mean, never mind. I'm joking. Oh, time travel is crazy, am I right?
Anyway, so we're aiming for Coastlandia capital tomorrow morning. Got it.
Yes, we've already rezoned and begun gentrification of portions of Low City for the Stratoplexians who want a taste of authentic Earth slum culture. Rust, shanties, the post-apocalyptic thing, except in a high-security, controlled environment with luxury hotels, 4-star restaurants, artisan robot maker spaces.
Excellent. How did the clearing of the tent cities and indigents go?
We had to bulldoze a bunch of makeshift structures and relocate the Low City dwellers to the landfill, which was unfortunate.
There were some holdouts in a robot protest that CPD took down with non-lethal EMP cannons. After that, we were able to squash any Low City resistance with media blackouts of their rallies and agent provocateurs to legitimize violent crackdowns. They were mostly defective robo-trash and frakin' freaks anyways. No one connected was hurt or killed.
Good. Frankly, I don't think that hype tech should be taxed to pay for housing, nutrition, and medical care of these defective sentient experiments. Even if we did create them, they're all hopeless welfare queens, drug dealers, and criminals leeching off our profit margins. Survival of the fittest.
I understand, and we all wish we could just wave a magic wand and make the tens of millions of Dickinston slum sprawlers disappear. We've rigged the Gortzel Takeda machines to falsely classify 60% of sentient individuals as subhuman to reduce payouts. But the auditors and social justice hounds are getting suspicious.
That is not good enough. I dumped millions into your campaign chest, Mayor Laura. Why can't you make this happen?
We've already cut Section 9 welfare and healthcare benefits to the bare minimum. If we push any further, the outcry from the sentient rights activists and the high city liberals alone, it would be a PR nightmare.
It's that damn stuck-up, bleeding heart Princess Sybil and her ilk. Our anti-sentient rights super PACs have enough politicians in our pocket to overturn personhood for subhumans like these deadbeat robots and chimeras.
Shuffler! Wow, buddy! This corner office is like SkyMo had a baby with sharper image. I bet my yearly salary would barely cover that chair you're sitting on.
Damn, dog. This Mile High Club is dope as flat. You straight ballin' up in this biatch.
Carl, how the hell did you get in here?
Oh my. Norton, what are these plebeians doing here?
I didn't realize you were letting these low-born riffraff into the boardroom, Norton. How charitable.
Carl, you stupid son of a bitch! I've been trying to get hold of you for the last 12 hours.
Oh, sorry. I've been shot at, choked by a transhuman super soldier, and almost died a dozen other ways on this job. So I decided to call in sick, collect some workers' comp, Plus, you made me play accomplice to kidnapping/murder. So I decided to burn some of my vacation time too.
What? You don't have vacation time. You don't have sick leave or benefits, and I don't care if the Silica's product acquisition gave you a heart attack. I own your ass. You are a Dickinston worker. I can have you work 20 hours a day with a broken leg and you will like it. It's in your contract. Because, like I said, there are literally thousands upon thousands of overqualified slum dwellers like yourself, just begging for a job, even one as shit as yours. You are my peon. Don't you get it?
You know, that was a great pitch. I mean, having to work with a broken leg and that being a replaceable worthless cog bit, that was a nice deal sweetener. But I think I have a better deal. How about you tell me everything you know about the coke job schemes, or I have you fired. How's that sound?
Jobs H. Flacking Christ, have you been snorting Mythium down there with your ghetto bot friends? You not hear a word I said?
I heard you just fine. It's just, see, I got another job, one that doesn't involve aiding and abetting kidnappings, murders, and homewrecking of poor people. Big promotion, sweet benefits, awesome company car. She's an angel investor, you might say. You know, this is so awkward. I think I should just have you meet my new boss. Okay, Sybil, come on in.
I don't have time for this dramatic Jerry Maguire bullshit, Carbon. I'm having lunch with the mayor of Coastlandia and the CEO of Hype Tech here, so I'm giving you 30 seconds to... Oh, Princess Sybil Clington Bush. What a pleasant surprise.
Impossible.
Your Highness, we are most humbled by your presence.
That's right, asshole. Bow before your betters. Who's got the clout market corner now?
Get up, Mr. Scheffler. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. And please, just Sybil. We're all friends here.
Of course, Your Highness. Sybil.
Unfortunately, I'll have to request that you postpone your agenda with the mayor and the Hype Tech CEO.
Well, it's a very important meeting involving a very progressive, sentient rights-respecting education initiative.
Yes, I was just laying out Coastlandia City's plans to redouble efforts into the robot homeless rehousing project.
In truth, we were just discussing your outstanding philanthropic work. In fact, I was about to write a $500 million check for your Sunshine Apartments mixed species community project.
Yes, I know all about these education initiative scams to sell 1 billion Hype Tech gadgets to underfunded schools who can't use them.
Oh, well,
And this robot rehousing is just a cover project to launder money for the development of a massive resort and luxury real estate gentrification of Dickinston. And Nolan, really? As cute as it is, you offering me money, we all know that when I need cash, I can have my central bank print it.
Oh, well,
I'm sure the meeting attendees will understand the rescheduling. Mayor Laura being my cousin, and the Hype Tech CEO being my ex-boyfriend. Nolan's always holotexting me to get my daddy to throw more billions at his interstellar spaceship company.
Oh, Your Majesty, this is most... Of course. Laura, Nolan, my deepest apologies, but it looks like we'll need to reschedule.
Oh, thank you so much. You're such a good sport. And let me just personally commend you all on the important hard work you do here at Coastlandia Sentient Services. Without your vital leadership, we would have so many of our non-human brothers and sisters falling through the cracks of homelessness, food insecurity, drug abuse, and turning to lives of crime. You give hope to us all.
Oh, well, yes. I'm just doing my job, Princess.
Of course. Now on to business.
Sybil, sweetheart, if I could just pull you aside for a second. Our Condor 10 rocket is fully operational and the Jovian mission is a go. If I could just get a cash infusion from...
No, Nolan. For the last time, I'm not getting your interstellar thing greenlit. Now please leave, unless you want your interplanetary contracts cancelled.
Right. So sorry, Sybil. I'll be going now.
Cousin, if I could just get a quick selfie with you and maybe an endorsement? Election's coming up and all.
Not now, Laura. I'll see you at the lunar wedding, okay? I hear they're reincarnating David Bowie and Michael Jackson for it.
Okay. I'll see you there, cuz. Oh, jobs. I could have used her backing. I really need the progressive liberal vote.